There is a saying that goes, we are what we eat. The food we eat literally becomes who we are and influences our physical, mental, and even emotional well-being.
Well, but have you also heard the saying, what we think is what we become? The mind's health depends on what it feeds on. So, avoid thoughts and conversations that kill your soul.
Luke 6:45. A good man out of the good treasure of his heart brings forth good, and an evil man out of the evil treasure of his heart brings forth evil. For out of the abundance of the heart, his mouth speaks. So, we need to be careful and mindful of what we feed our minds every day, because it all starts in the mind. Every thought leads to an action that is created in the mind and manifested through you. Change your thoughts, and your actions will change.
Yes, because the mind is a powerful thing. Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve.
That's why Paul gave us an advice. Don't copy the behavior and customs of this world, but let God transform you into a new person by changing the way you think. Then you will learn to know God's will for you, which is good and pleasing and perfect. Solomon, the wisest man who ever lived, also said, above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it. Now, you might wonder why Romans 12:2 says, think, and Proverbs 4:23 says, heart. What's the connection? The word heart is used hundreds of times in the Bible, but only rarely, not to say never, does the word refer to the physical organ itself. For us today, the heart is usually linked with emotions. In the Bible, it designates the inward man, the intimate, hidden area of the being, as well as the center of emotions and the intellect. It should be noted that the Bible writers considered the heart to be the seat of the intellect, and more specifically, the center of the will. From the heart, good and evil thoughts issue, and in the heart, resolutions take shape that determine human destiny. When Jesus speaks of the new heart, He means the mind, the life, the whole being.
So, guard your hearts at all costs, because that's where everything starts and originates. Otherwise, what happened to Judas might happen to you.
You know what happened? Then Satan entered the heart of Judas Iscariot. You don't want that to happen to you, do you? You already know what he did to Jesus and to himself afterwards. How about Jesus? What happens if we invite and allow him into our hearts? Philippians 4:7. And the peace of God, which surpasses all comprehension, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus. When Christ abides in the heart, there will be purity and refinement of thoughts and manner. So, who are you going to let inside your heart? Make the right choice.
Because you are who you love to live in your heart.
This is Dalfred,
And this is Zine Amber.
reminding you to take the Bible as your weapon of choice and keep the faith.
And if God is with us, who can be against us? This is Take the Talk.